You want me to do the intro?
No.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast here on FanStream Sports, presented by OrionGolf.com. I am your host, the only host, and the best host of From the Rough, John E. Gerber, PGA professional. Over 20 years PGA professional. How was that? Was that good? How was it?
I think I might record that and just play that for every intro. What is up, golf fans, golf fanatics, golf heads, golf turds, golf... What do we call them? Golf tards?
Turds?
We call them golf tards.
No, I don't call them that.
I don't think... Oh, no, that was the other show that I had that we used to call them... when me and Lance were doing Drunk Sports Podcast, we called all of our listeners...
Pod turds.
Well, I wanted to call them pod tards, and then a couple of people were like, I don't know that you can say that anymore. I'm like, why?
No. There you go. You're starting off the show with a bang. Starting off with a bang, getting canceled after 1 minute and 15 seconds. Thank you. It usually takes us a little longer to get shut down, but now, new personal record for you, son.
Going for the record. Yeah, going for the record.
You did it.
It is a preview Wednesday right here on From the Rough, right here on FanStream Sports, available on all of our FanStream Sports YouTube channels. Also available on demand wherever you get your podcasts, or always on demand at fanstreamsports.com. Make sure you check us out each and every week for our Recap Mondays, Preview Wednesdays. That's where we are right now, a Preview Wednesday. And Johnny, we are right in the middle of the FedEx Cup playoffs. And I was really excited for this thing jumping into it. I thought we were going to get some new names, some guys that, were going to sort of start their little mini winning streaks. And instead, we get a big, fat, disappointing thud to start the playoffs with what's his name?
Scottie Scheffler.
The guy who thinks he's the number one player in the world somehow, and he never plays. Doesn't ever play golf, but he's number one. He gets his second win of the season, Johnny. His second win of the entire season in the FedEx St. Jude. It is one Scottie Scheffler back in the winner's circle. What is going on with Scottie Scheffler? Why does he wait until the playoffs to win to disappoint me so much?
Because he heard what you said. That's really it. He heard you dog cussing him left and right, and he was tired of it. That's just what it is. And I'm on site right now. I am at Bellerive.
You are.
And yeah, I've been here all week. We'll be here for the rest of the week. And that's the rumor on the driving range. IndyCarTim said Scottie Scheffler is trash.
Trash.
Didn't say that. But you look at a guy like Scottie Scheffler, it's and it's certainly amazing that he has led all year the FedEx Cup points with only one win. So that just goes to show how difficult it is to win, even with a guy like Scottie Scheffler. And then when he comes back, he hasn't played poorly all year. I mean, he missed one cut.
Yeah.
And for most guys on the PGA Tour, that's a career, right? If you miss one cut all year, I mean, you're happy and elated. But it just goes to show how his consistency is. And how well he's played. He just didn't have the wins. And then when he kind of putted average, if you look at his putting stats last week, they were average putting stats for the week. And he won by 9 or 8 or how I quit counting. But that just goes to show how dominant of a ball striker. I watched him hit balls yesterday and then this morning before he got ready for the Pro-Am, and he's just dialed in. I mean, the ball's not moving a half a yard unless he wants it to. Yeah. So, I don't foresee him kind of, letting the pedal up this week, but it's a little bit of a different type of golf course. Length is going to be a little bit more of a factor. It's still going to be warm, but not nearly as warm as they had last week in Memphis. This is a more of an old school traditional type of golf course. There's not so much water and some of those dog legs that they had to deal with last week. And it's a little longer golf course, 7,400 yards, 7,448 par 70. But like going back to last week, I didn't really like him last week in terms of that type of golf course, but it just goes to show, his game travels no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's not that he was playing poorly all year, obviously.
No.
He had his moments where he wasn't either putting well or, he may have had some errant shots off the tee, but all in all, his game's been steady. He's had a ton of top 10s and a ton of top 5s, and you just knew it was a matter of time till he broke through. I just don't know why it had to be in the playoffs. He couldn't wait till next year, next calendar year to win, but whatever. He can't seem to do anything right, so it is what it is. But we have cut the playoff field from 70 down to 50, and the playoff tests a new site this week, right there where Johnny is at Bellerive Country Club for the 2026 BMW Championship. They have not had a professional tournament here since the 2018 PGA Championship, which coincidentally was also the last PGA Championship we had in the month of August, where it should be, but that's neither here nor there. It's a par 70, as you mentioned, the very unstable par 70, not as unstable as the par 71, but more unstable than the par 72, which is what every golf course in the world should be. 7,500 or so yards to Robert Trent Jones Sr. design. It is made for world-class ball strikers, and it's made for big hitters. And we've got some big hitters in the field this week, obviously. Some of the best guys in the world, your top 50 in the FedEx Cup standings. One of those guys, Johnny, I wanted to sort of bring to light here, and we haven't really talked about him lately because he hadn't done much lately. But this seems like a tailor-made course for a dude named Chris Gotterup.
Well, I tell you what, I watched him hit balls on the range, and he was pretty dialed in. He hits the biggest. He has the biggest curve on the PGA Tour in terms of how he shapes the ball with left to right. He doesn't hit it. He doesn't hit it right to left at all. His left to right shot is a 10-yard fade as opposed to his 25-yard fade. But he's certainly hitting on the club face. Is still able to create that and generate that speed that he's in. He was hitting it great on the range today. I watched him, most of the day today as he was hitting balls and getting ready for the Pro-Am. But yeah, I mean, it is. And the only thing I'm really concerned about is, if you look at Trent Jones, there are some holes that you do have to move it right to left. And that's just not a shot shape that he likes. He hits it a little bit lower than most, a little lower ball flight than most. And it's been raining here. So we had some really bad weather this morning that moved the Pro-Am a little bit. We had some more rain on Monday. So the golf course is playing soft. The rough is going to be up. Pretty generous fairways for the most part. But it's a golf course that I really love in terms of, 1959 Trent Jones. They've had, this club's been around for a long time, but they moved it. But you're looking at just an old traditional golf course that I love more than anything. And this is the first time I've been on property this week, and I was just amazed how great it was. I walked 9 holes, didn't have a chance to walk 9 yesterday because of the weather and the weather this morning. So yeah, man, it's a place that I love. I fell in love with it real quick just because how I like golf courses to be. And yeah, you got top 50 guys. All these guys have a chance to win here. Really, they really do. So don't think that, if you look at the odds list, don't think that 50th guy doesn't have a chance to win here, because he does. This place is right in front of you. It's very fair. And the guys who are striking the ball well, man, they're going to have a good opportunity. And, if you walk down the range on the PGA Tour, the top 50 players in the Fed, there's not really anyone that's hitting it poorly. Right. So yeah. That's why they're in this situation. So, yeah, I mean, you could have a handful of guys got up. I got a couple guys on my card that kind of been lost in the mix a little bit, but I think they're ultimate ball strikers, and watching them on the range, it's going to be something, man. It's going to be an event with being soft. I know you're not going to like it, but it's going to be probably 14, 15 under.
I don't mind 14 or 15.
I'm just saying, it's they're going to be throwing darts, and there's going to be a lot of birdies to be made.
And when we talk about big strikers, big ball hitters, the guy that we just talked about, his name always comes up, and that is
Scottie Scheffler.
21 times now winner on the PGA Tour. He's a 4-time major champion. He's got the momentum. He wants to keep it rolling. He lost this he won this tournament last year, outlasting Bobby Mack at Caves Valley. He is surging, certainly right at the perfect time, right? Come into the playoffs playing well. You miss out on the FedEx St. Jude, but you win the FedEx St. Jude coming into the playoffs. So now for he could sweep potentially the playoffs here, and I don't think anybody would be surprised if he did that. No. There is one guy, however, you said everybody's playing well right now. You wouldn't be in that position. I can think of one guy who is not playing well right now, and he is searching for answers heading into this week, and that is Rory McIlroy.
Yeah,
I had to double check this when I read it because I was like, "There's no way." Johnny, he only beat 2 people last week in the entire field.
Yeah, but he's kicking off the rust. I mean, I'll give him that because watching him hit balls the last couple of days, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good, and Rory's. I hate to say this, Rory's B plus game could beat most guys in the field, but not this week and not next week, right? Because these are the elite of elite. You can't come into these next couple of weeks wondering about your game and your ball striking. Now, it's you can get away with more things here just because there's not nearly as penalizing in terms of water out here at Bellerive. So, some of your foul balls, you don't have to put your scuba gear on and go get it per se. But, it's better than it was last week. That doesn't mean it's great in terms of having an opportunity to win. He's got a long way to go when he has an opportunity to win against the top 50 players on the FedEx Cup.
Right. I mean, he's still Rory, right? There's no getting around that. But
and you have that.
He is certainly looking for answers this week. There's no question. After beating 2 people at TPC Southwind, but we know that's not the Rory, that we're used to seeing. And as you mentioned, he's trying to shake off a little bit of rust. He hasn't played that was his 11th tournament of the whole season, I think, that he played in. And both of these guys, Scheffler and McIlroy, of course, have secured their spot at the Tour Championship. And you got to think Rory at some point is going to figure this out. How much does he just not care anymore? You got to think he still cares. He got his career slam. He's now won the Masters 2 years in a row. Where's the motivation for? There's a lot of people. I'm one of them. He's just not motivated right now to win. He doesn't have to win. I don't know that he cares about winning. Obviously, he still enjoys playing golf, but those competitive juices that we saw from him for years and years and years don't seem to be there. And that's kind of a dangerous place to be, I think. And I've seen a little bit of that out of Scottie this season at times, because he's got other priorities. He admitted he had other priorities, and golf was not the most important thing in his life. And that's why he'll never win again.
Well, you say that every week, and then when he wins, you say that again every week, and then you say that again. But I would tell you, for a guy that's kind of searching his game, be careful of those guys that just can go out here and free will it, especially with a guy like Rory. Rory's game is predicated on how well he drives the golf ball, and he was driving it really well today. He was in a great mood last couple of days, hitting balls on the range. He was very accommodating with a lot of guys. I didn't have enough time to go. I watched him hit balls a little bit, but didn't have time to chat with him. But he was in a great mood. And again, be careful of that guy, the guys that have that much talent. Still top 1 or 2 best players in the world. Depends on how you look at it. And when you can just go out there and free willy it, you never know. And that's when he frees up the driver, really, with a guy like Rory. If he could just swing freely, man, that driver gets freed up. And only thing that kills him, obviously, the lack of 2 par 5s on this golf course where he makes his hay just because how well he drives the golf ball. And, I think he's going to play well this week. I think if he finishes maybe top 10 this week, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And then going to a place next week at East Lake that he certainly has had a ton of success. Maybe that's ramp up. So, if you look at Rory's past, in the past, Rory, that first week coming back, he's always rusty just because he has to play a lot of golf with his golf swing and get his driver in rhythm. And when his driver gets in rhythm, it's usually week 2 and 3 after that really gets him. But the first week, it takes a little bit of time. And that's when, self-admittingly, that's what he said. So, I look forward. Yeah, I know he likes the golf course. I know he likes these type of old school golf courses. And obviously next week he loves. So, don't be surprised if he plays well. I don't have him on our card to win, but we never do, him or Scottie. So we'll see.
Where's the value in that?
0.
the top 22 of the 50 guys at BMW Championship, and that includes both Scottie and Rory, statistically have a 100% chance of making it to East Lake. That's just how the numbers work out. Alex Smalley, Justin Rose, Ryan Fox, and Tom Kim all trail Viktor Hovland, who is the man right there at number 22, the last guy who is guaranteed a spot into next week already. That percentage drops rapidly once Adam Scott enters the conversation here. But he should be a little bit more comfortable. He's played well at Bellerive, and we didn't talk a lot about Adam Scott this season at all. But, I like his game this year. Sung J M's another guy. He's at number 40. I like his play this season for sure. But he played his way out last weekend with his play. And so
yeah,
Adam Scott's trying not to be the Sung J M of this week for sure is what's happening. So and then you've got other guys. We'll talk about these guys with their odds, JT, Patrick Cantlay, your PGA champion, Aaron Rai is at number 37. So there's lots of guys on the bubble here. We'll get into the bubble numbers and where they're at and what their minimum finishes are. But we'll go over the course here real quick before our first break, Johnny. Bellerive Country Club, they're in St. Louis. There's not a lot of good things in St. Louis. But I think, the arch is pretty cool. I'll give you the arch.
No, it's not.
Have you ever been up in it?
Yeah, well, I don't need to. No,
it's badass, man.
Listen, let me tell you something real quick, pal. I'm going to give you two things here, pal.
All right, pal.
First off, Adam Scott's I think he's a pimp.
I
really
hate
do.
Adam Scott.
I do not hate Adam Scott. I like pimps. Pimps don't cry. Pimps don't cry. I'm telling you what, man, this dude, whoever he had in life, man, this guy still is fit as hell, nice as hell, swings at it, is still on the PGA Tour as good as anybody out there, still hits it like Jesus. And he walks around that range and everybody wants to be around Adam Scott. I'm telling you, the players want to be around Adam Scott. This guy is the epitome. One of the only guys in the practice round wearing pants, and you're kind of corny, but no, not this week, not in practice round. Anyway, I'm talking. So, anyways, he is a pimp. Now, second off is when we come to St. Louis. If you really got to talk about an arc or arch or whoever it is, that's one of the best things about your city, then I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It's trash.
You don't know anything about the St. Louis Arch, do you?
And I don't need to.
You know why it was built, what it represents, why it's there.
What the boaters could get from one side of the river to the other, I don't know. It doesn't
go over the river. I used to think going over the river when I was a little kid. I thought
over the river and go through the woods, over the river and through the woods. To grandmother's house you go. Is that what you want? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what you just said.
Isn't that Wizard of Oz?
I don't know. No, I don't think it is.
I probably just made it up. But anyway,
I think she went to Grandma's house in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made it up. But I don't know what that arch is. Arch. I don't know what it does. I don't know what the significance of it is.
There's an elevator that takes you to the top, right?
Is it from the east? Is that like the connector, what they say, from the east to the west or whatever?
It is the gateway to the west.
Yeah.
Because St. Louis was the last major city, on the Mississippi River when people were headed out west. It was built in the late 60s for the World's Fair. And it was one of modern marvels when they built it, when they engineered it.
It's like 3 feet high.
They started building it on either side, and they went up with it while they were doing construction. Can you imagine the engineering it takes you to go from the ground, however many 100 feet, thousands and millions of feet in the air it goes, and then connect it perfectly within a millimeter at the top? It's a tremendous engineering feat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going up in it. It has a great view of the muddy Mississippi.
Of the entire area. Just don't look at East St. Louis. Look at the other side.
It's right at East St. Louis. I don't know what to tell you.
And then Johnny has no appreciation for architecture and history, and this is what I
have a great appreciation. I have a great appreciation for. I have a great appreciation for both. But when I think of architecture and history, the Ark in St. Louis does not first thing come to mind. It does not.
Well, it should. It's one of the modern wonders of the world. Just like the Astrodome.
Oh, God. Come on. What do you mean Astrodome?
The Astrodome is one of the listed modern marvels of the world. Why is your camera all blurry? What'd you do?
I don't know. It's got out of focus because you got me frustrated.
I got you frustrated.
Yeah, let's go to break. Need a drink.
So, tell me what to do.
I did.
We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports. I got McDonald's waiting for me, and then apparently I got to put together my Wheel of Misfortune picks because I haven't had time to do that today because I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off since about 7 a.m. this morning. And Johnny wanted to squeeze in a golf show, so that's what we're doing. We're going to fight more about the Mississippi River and probably fight more about the St. Louis arts. It's arts. But we'll do that on the other side. Brought to you by Orion Golf and Tom's Town Distilling Company. More on them later as well. Back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. Ooh, I'm frozen. Look at me. I look good.
About time.
What's happening with my internet right now? I don't know what's happening with my internet. Probably the 8,000 windows I have open on my computer. Where'd you go now?
Man, we're trying here. We're trying to get it right. You said my resolution was all messed up. I think we're good now, right?
Well, yeah, you fixed that before the show.
Well, yeah, I was out of focus. You got me fired up.
Because you don't like the St. Louis Arch, huh?
I don't know. It's
St.
fine.
Louis Arch Manning.
I can think of 5 other monuments or whatever these things are called, architectural wonders, better than that. Let's just say.
Name one.
Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, that's not even a debate. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you?
It's in New York. I mean, that's in San Francisco.
Yeah, was the first one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's talk some golf.
I'm going to eat. I want to hear you continue on your architectural wonders.
This ain't National Geographic or this. I'm not doing that. Well, this is a golf show.
Oh, I love National Geographic.
I know you. I figured you did.
All right. Well, Johnny, I guess we'll talk about some of those guys on that playoff bubble, and I bet you every single one of these guys have been inside the St. Louis Arch.
I bet there's not one of them. I bet there's not one of them have been there.
I bet every one of them have.
How about that?
When
do they think they were going to do that?
Cup playoff bubble players, Johnny, that we're going to focus on. Adam Scott at number 27. Kurt Kitayama at 28. Bud Cauley at 29. How is Bud Cauley in the FedEx Cup playoffs? The next thing that guy does on a golf course that impresses someone will be his first.
Coming from the guy that can't. He won this year.
Yeah, what did he win? An alternate field event?
No. Coming from the guy that can't get the ball in the air.
I can get the ball in the air. I can throw it.
Yeah, it's about the only way.
I can get in the air with my wedge.
No, you can't.
But I also take about 8 pounds of dirt with it at the same time.
That's called Chunk Master.
Ricky Fowler, Johnny, at number 30.
He's playing good. I'm telling you, it's a great golf
guys. Gary Woodland at 31, who needs to finish solo 48th in order to advance. JT Postmaster Poston needs to finish solo 31st to advance. Your boy, Nikolai Højgaard, needs to finish no worse than a 3-way tie for 18th in order to advance. Alex Noren needs a solo 17th finish to advance.
He's out. Your
boy Jake Dirt Knapp needs no worse than a 3-way tie for 16th.
Oh, you should see he's hitting it. He's hitting it really good right now, man. I spent about 30 minutes with him watching him on the range. It's special. It's special right now. You'll see him on our card. He's hitting it. It's a golf course, man. He can. I think with his length, I like him. I like him a lot this week.
Is he hitting it like Jesus?
No, that was Adam Scott.
Great.
And he might be Jesus. Adam Scott might be Jesus.
I don't think he is.
Pretty. I don't know.
Pretty sure Jesus was American.
Jesus used to wear pants too when he played golf, and that's why Adam Scott wears pants.
Yeah, because you're a professional. You should be wearing pants.
Not on practice round days.
You're representing your own brand.
Just because you can't wear shorts because you got those banged up legs and they ain't got no muscles on them, that don't mean everybody else got to wear pants.
I got my hockey legs.
Hockey.
How about, I was quite the hockey player when I was younger. How about Robert McIntyre needs a 3-way, no worse than a 3-way tie for 15th in order to advance?
He's out.
Who, Johnny, do you think is better? Robert McIntyre or Jesus?
Well, certainly Jesus.
All right. Yeah. Next question. You
don't start this shit again. And Kohler.
You and Kohler
against Robert McIntyre and Jesus at the retreat.
At the retreat. Who wins?
Probably just Jesus on his own. Probably be my guess. Probably don't need Bobby Mack. That'd be my guess.
I wish everybody knew what the hell we were talking about.
Yeah, inside joke. If you want, for your long listeners of the show, we appreciate you. And then after that, you know what we're talking about. So it's a little in-play joke.
That might be one of the greatest bits that has ever occurred on this show ever, Johnny.
Yeah. And it has to be at the retreat. It can't be anywhere else. It has to be at the retreat.
But you don't know. Yeah, you don't know where it is until the very end when I say at the retreat.
That's right.
Well, I tried it a couple of other places and it wasn't as funny, like Glen Eagles. I tried to throw Glen Eagles in there.
No, that don't work. No.
I think I threw a couple of Pebble Beaches in there.
No, I might have an advantage there.
It's just not as funny if it's not at the retreat.
I agree.
One of these days we'll have to recap that and tell that back on the air here. Johnny, let's get into some of the odds here via DraftKings Sportsbook. Some of these may have changed since these were published, I think, from yesterday. Some of these guys you will definitely see on the Wheel of Misfortune as I scramble to put it together before the next segment, probably during the break while I eat my Big Mac that my son was so nice enough to buy for me. And then he complained because we didn't get our chicken nuggets, and he doesn't know how to go on the DoorDash app and complain about not getting something. So I have to show him how to do that after the show, because you got to tell them, and then they'll credit you for those of you that don't know DoorDash how it works.
I don't.
Hideki Matsuyama, 27-1. And then I think also at 27-1, Johnny, maybe the best player not to win this year, Siwoo Kim.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make an argument kind of maybe for Sam Burns. You could make an argument maybe for Åberg. But I think, Siwoo Kim's got 5 podium finishes this year. And is the only other player not named Scheffler to have double-digit top 10 finishes this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect golf course for him, ball striking wise. Obviously, last week and him getting into the playoffs. The next week is going to be a great golf course for him, ball striking wise. He's on that top of the list. I didn't like what I've seen the last couple of days. This is a golf course that the greens can get a little tricky, being such an old golf course. So, yeah, I just wasn't on my radar. Not saying he's not going to play well. I just think that, man, I don't know. I just like there too many other people that I really like out of the 50 that to put on our card out of the 8 that we have to put in. He was certainly on the 12 on how we. If some people don't know how we narrow it down, we pick 12 guys and kind of jumble them around and see where we can make more money. And it's not definitively don't think that he can win or top 10 finishes. It's just value, like where we see value in the numbers of where we see. And again, this week is going to be like last week, no top 20s because you just can't make any money. There's no value. So we did 4 top 10s, and it just didn't fit. He was one of the 4 people that were kind of out. Adam Scott was the other one. And, sometimes it's great for us and sometimes it hurts us. So he just didn't make it in our Rolodex this week.
And that's the way it works sometimes. You get this deep into the postseason and, the field's so much smaller, there's no point in some of these other things. The Wheel of Misfortune will reflect that. I think we're going to do 2 winners and 2 top 10s is what I'm doing on the Wheel of Misfortune this week. And then, Johnny, another guy I like this week, 27-1, Viktor Hovland. Not as much as I like the next guy at 24-1. Chris Go-Getter Gotterup. How you like my nicknames? Those pretty good nicknames. I feel like
not bad.
Chris Berman.
Not bad. Hovland was on the range last night till about 9 o'clock, so I don't like it.
Oh, he's struggling with something, isn't he?
He got the woogie boogies up top, and he was the last person on the range last night. When I see guys with a lot of gadgets, a lot of their coaches there staying too long, I don't like it.
Also at 24-1, Matt Don't Fits Me Fitzpatrick.
We're not talking about that.
What? He doesn't fits me.
No, I don't.
You also call him Matt Fitzpatrick or Patrick Fitzmatthew? One of my favorite gay jokes. Johnny at 20-1. Tommy Fleetwood. I haven't talked much about Tommy Fleetwood since his big win in the playoffs last year at the Tour Championship, right?
Well, he's hitting it good. He's hitting it good right now. It was impressive to watch on the range the last couple of days.
19-1, a dude who seems like he forgot how to putt recently. Cam Young, the second worst player. What strokes gained putting? I can't see what the time frame is here. It doesn't show it, but I guess over the last couple of weeks,
strokes gained putting has been it's worst out of the playoffs for sure.
He's playing well, very well from tee to green. He's seventh in that category, but problems with the putter should officially be a concern for him, at least the whole back half of the season, I think. Since the PGA Championship, he's gained strokes on the green twice, leading to big finishes at the Open and the Rocket Classic, but the rest of the time he's been trash, as you would say.
Yep. Yeah, I mean he's had one. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people around him today on the driving range. His dad travels with him. Obviously, he had some other guys there with him, which is I don't know if that's a good sign or bad sign. Struggling, but certainly hitting it fine. And he's a bit like Scottie when it comes to that. If he can just be an average putter, he's going to have a chance. This is a great golf course for him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is what he's kind of used to playing, an old school type of golf course where his dad was the pro at, and it just kind of fits him. And he was one of those guys that was on our card, missed the cut for obviously with the odds, and I just don't like his strokes gained putting. I mean, it's just really that simple.
18-1. He had another close call this past week. Sam Burns. He's got 4 top 4 finishes in his last 6 tournaments, all of which he's finished inside the top 20. Kind of ran into a buzzsaw on Sunday at the St. Jude. His driver did not do him any favors. But over the last 3 months, he tops the world in iron play. I think he just needs a few more chances from the fairway, and he'll improve his game. What about his game and this course here? Do they match up at all?
Loving this week. It matches it up perfect for him. One of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour recently. Putter has hurt him. I think it hurt him last week playing the last round with Scottie. I was with him. I walked a few holes with him today. He played in the Pro-Am. Talked to his caddy, Travis Perkins, who's a friend of mine. And I said, man, what do you think? He's like, man, I there's nothing to say. I mean, the guy's playing well. They're not going to sugarcoat it. They just haven't got it done on the last round. Like I said, playing with his best friend on tour, maybe his best friend, Scottie Scheffler in the last round, I don't think did him any favors. So, I love him this week. I got him at a little different odds. I got him at 15-1, but he's certainly our number one pick just because I like his demeanor. I like how he's walking. And this is the thing, and you might not think it's a big deal, but it is. And how these guys walk and talk that I can see when I'm on site is a big difference. It's really a big deal. They can't hide it from the guys that that really kind of know how your mental makeup is. And Sam Burns is walking with his shoulders back. He's not So I'm telling you, it's a real thing when it comes to that in terms of their confidence. I think you had it right. I think he's one of the best players that hadn't won this year that's played well on the PGA Tour. I just do, and I love him this week. I really do, and I think these close calls in a playoff event at a golf course suits him. As good of a putter as he is, and now his ball striking is continue to get better. It surprised the hell out of me if he's not right there again at the end.
Also at 18-1, a guy who seems to be finding his game a little bit after a huge lull, maybe in the middle of the season. Lance Åberg.
Wow.
You know why I said that, right?
I do.
Ludvig Åberg finished in the top 10 at the St. Jude in his first start since the British Open. He's pieced together maybe his best driving performance of the season last week. If he carries that over here to this week, he could show up high on the leaderboard. His short game's been iffy since May, but when he's on, obviously we know what he can do and we know what his game looks like. The question is just, will he ever be on again?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's way too talented to not, contend. Obviously, if you and I take a step back, because we've had so high expectations for this guy for so long, and realizing how difficult it is to win on the PGA Tour, man, I wonder, and I want to say this correctly in the nicest way, is it the guy might be too nice of a guy. if you know what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things that you don't. And I can respect all the emotional control all you want, but man, the guy's just way too talented to not rattle off 4 wins a year and getting in that stretch. And I don't know what it is. Watching him hit balls today, watching him hit balls every time I watch him hit balls, and you're like, how does this guy not win every week? I mean, really, that's how talented this guy is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. And man, I want to root for the guy. He's another guy that I had to cut him out. I had to cut him out this week watching him hit balls. It's just if you want to teach a golf swing, you have Ludvig Åberg and Adam Scott. I mean, you put those two guys back, together, and if you want to learn how to swing a golf club, that's what it looks like. And he might, I don't know if Adam Scott's Jesus, he might be Moses. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I don't know how to compare it because it's as beautiful as you could ever look at it hitting a golf ball. I don't know what it is after that. He's a solid putter, short game solid. I don't know where he goes wrong. And maybe it's a confidence thing that he needs to win again, and then he just rattles off a bunch. But it's pretty special when you watch it on the driving range.
Wonder if Moses has ever been at the top of the St. Louis Arch.
Didn't he park the Mississippi River to get that boat there to create the arch?
I'm sure he did, yeah.
Yeah,
why not? Xander Schauffele at 17-1. Any thoughts on Xander? His season's been kind of quiet for the most part.
Pass.
Johnny hates Xander Schauffele, of course. So whatever that means, not sure where that comes from.
I do not. I just don't like. I don't think he hits the ball high enough this week. That's going to be a big component, hitting the ball high, especially with the soft greens. I don't think he fights it. I don't think it's a good golf course for him. Obviously these guys are players that could be there. I don't like the golf course for him.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. We'll take it. We'll take it. And then finally, Johnny, well, not finally, but Rory at 13-1. We've talked quite a bit about his game, his return to golf, I think, since the Masters situation's kind of been one to forget. He had more than a couple of double bogeys throughout the week in Memphis. Beat all of two people that were in the field in Memphis. I know it was hot, but we know that's not the Rory.
Is this like Kushlash? Man, I don't know why he's like one of the top. His performance poorly last week, coming into a place that I don't know. I think how does he go from one of the favorites and the odds from finishing almost DFL last week? Like I don't know. That's why you don't bet. That's why you don't bet him. There's not a winning factor here when you bet Rory. Yeah. If you bet Rory this week, there's not. There's not a winning factor. You're not going to make much money. And then if he plays poor, like what makes you feel like there's nothing in his game right now, watching him for the last 2 days, that makes me feel like he has a chance to win. There isn't. It's just besides he's Rory McIlroy. That's it.
He's Rory McIlroy. And then finally, of course, Scottie, your favorite, at 3-1. That one dude who claims to be the number one golfer in the world. He's one of these days he's gonna have to stop making that claim.
Scottie Scheffler.
And just go out and prove that he is. But no value at all betting on Scottie any week ever. There's never value on betting on Scottie.
No, and we won't. Rory, listen, for everybody that's watched the show and knows it's how we make money. It's every year we make money, and we will make money this year. We had two positive weeks. Last year was a solid week without getting a win. Three of the top. We had 3 of our top 10 bets hit last week. So, I mean, I don't. We won't bet him, but damn, is he hitting it good? He is hitting it. He's on all cylinders, man, and somebody's gonna have to come and beat him. He's talking well. He's walking well. He's socializing well. There's nothing here that I don't see that would hinder him. Somebody's just going to go have to beat him.
But who?
I don't know. Well, we'll find out, and I'm going to tell you who's going to do it after our next break.
Oh, that was a great transition there, Scotty. Because Johnny. Because it is time to take our final break of the show. Coming up on the other side, Johnny's going to tell you who he likes. We'll go over his picks. which apparently I need to load into the computer because I haven't done that yet. My bad. I was a little ill-prepared for this show, I'm not going to lie. I've been busy today. Surprised we're even doing this thing.
We're
we
doing
gotta
it.
take it to the
We're
people.
going to do it.
Got to take it to the people. That's what we do. We're going to shove it right down your throat, Matt Fitzpatrick. Whatever that means. We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports, back with Johnny's picks and the wheel of the virtual digital wheel of misfortune.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough, right here on FanStream Sports, as we wrap things up on a recap on a preview Wednesday. The BMW Championship, maybe the last PGA Tour event that Scottie Scheffler ever plays in. As I'm hearing unconfirmed reports that he may hang up the cleats after this week to go focus on making more babies.
Where do you come up with this shit?
It's just wishful thinking.
And who says cleats? Nobody says cleats anymore. Like, what are you doing? Are you
sports frame?
Are you? No.
Anytime an athlete retires, you say he hung up his cleats.
No, they don't. They don't.
Hung up his spikes? Except nobody wears spikes anymore. What do you want me to say? Hung up his shoes?
Put the clubs on the rack.
Well, you do that in between rounds. That's not retiring.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you
I
don't.
use my golf clubs to kill critters out in the backyard.
Because that's the only thing you can use. You're good using them for.
I still can't hit them.
I know. You can't even hit the goddamn varmints or whatever you got running around in your backyard.
I got all kinds of critters and varmints in my backyard.
I know. You can't hit them either with their golf clubs. No, you can't hit a golf ball.
Yes. The
Are you
golf ball
frozen?
is too small and the critters are too fast.
Why are you frozen?
I'm having internet issues here today, obviously. I don't know what the hell.
Oh, we have storms in Dallas still. Yeah, that's it.
I have storms here. Dude, it hadn't rained here in 6 months. I got cracks in my yard as big as the cracks in the fairway at Oak Dirt in Louisville.
Oak Park Club, or whatever you call
Oak Dirt. It's Lake Park now. I think if it's still late, that might even have changed from that. But yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, no
for
good.
those of you wondering.
No good. Yeah, no good.
No, it's trash. It's trash.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
No good. But we don't have trash this week in our picks. We don't have trash the last couple weeks in our picks. I know that's normal for you. We're just used to that. But we're on a good little run. We're going to continue. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. You know when I'm always on site, we always do well. Like it's historically we do well just because the insight I can get in betting, and just watching the guys, like to see how their mannerisms are and see how they're hitting the golf ball. And you and I talk about my kind of routines when I get on site to events is different than others because I get here on Monday and kind of sit in the media center and do some interviews. And then Tuesday morning, I walk 9 holes. And then Wednesday morning early, I walk the other 9 holes. And take all my notes and, see how the golf course is playing. Very lucky to be inside the ropes, right? I mean, I'm not walking with the general population, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just I get some insight. I can get in there and see how the rough is and see how fast the greens are rolling. And this is a big deal. Like people don't realize it is a big deal. And then on those other half days, I get on the driving range and talk to players and caddies and just kind of get an insight. Every time we're there, we do well, and not going to be any different this week.
Well, we certainly hope not, because somebody's got to make us some money this week after my baseball picks have failed the last couple of weeks.
Well, that's a different conversation. Different conversation, sir.
I need to recover.
That's a different handicapper. I can't help you with that one. I can't help you.
All right, Johnny, let's go over our Wheel of Misfortune picks. You see them here on the virtual wheel on your screen if you are indeed watching us live here on one of our FanStream Sports channels or on Facebook or on the X machine. Johnny, here are our 7 names this week for the wheel. Axl Rose. Sorry, Justin Rose. I don't think the lead singer.
Was he Nirvana?
Oh, my God. All right. Look, when I mention singers or movie stars, you probably just need to not talk.
I mean, who do you think you're talking to?
Well, I'm not talking to somebody that knows anything about music, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. At least I admit it.
Axl Rose was not the lead singer of Nirvana.
Leonard Skinner?
He was indeed the lead singer of Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. Well, I got the lead singer part right. I thought he was in AC/DC.
He wasn't in Led Zeppelin or AC/DC. He, of course, was in a different band.
Oh, okay.
How do you not know who Axl Rose is?
I don't.
All right. Guns N' Roses. Ever heard of Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, I've heard of them. That's
there you go.
They're very popular in the gentleman establishments. I heard those songs,
along with Motley Crue and Def Leppard, and all my favorite.
So I got that part right. I probably heard a few of their songs, and just probably in a scenario that I prefer not to admit. Sorry, Mom.
I don't even know what to do with you today.
No,
Xander Schauffele is on our wheel.
Okay.
Hideki Matsuyama is on our wheel. B.O. Kim is on our wheel. Viktor Hovland. Oh, wait, that's a different nationality. Viktor Hovland is on our wheel. Chris Gotterup is on our wheel. And Johnny, bring me the head of Matt Fitzpatrick, who is also on our wheel.
Okay.
So I thought what we would do today with the, just the 50 people, and we're not going to obviously missed cut. We're not going to hole in one again because those are all the same odds anyway at 100 to 1. It's always the same. As I did a little bit of research. for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It's always 100 to 1, which is probably about accurate for just about everybody. I thought we would just do the 2 top 10s or 2 winners and 2 top 10s this week. How you feel about that?
That's fair. It's your wheel.
It's my wheel, and I'll cry if I want to.
That's right. So, oh God, I hate that. So let's go ahead and go. We'll go 1 and 1. So we'll go winner, top 10, winner, top 10.
Wiener, top 10. All right, our first wiener, as we spin big money, no whammies, big money, no whammies. Bring me the head of Chris Gotterup, Johnny, as our first winner.
Got an opportunity.
How about Chris Gotterup on my odds right here that I see to win? I don't remember what I said that was at DraftKings, but 25 to 1.
Pretty good.
For Chris Gotterup here.
Pretty good.
25 to 1. And now the next one is a top 10. We remove Chris. We go top 10, Johnny. Next on our wheel, Viktor Hovercraft Hovland, Johnny, in our top 10.
Nope.
My Viktor Hovland top 10 odds that I am finding real time right here on my own website that I go to that nobody else knows about, where I cheat, is plus 185.
Nope.
For Victor H. All right, and then our next winner, Johnny, on the board, as we remove Victor the Hovercraft Hovland. Our next wiener for this week's BMW Championship. Will it stop? Oh, it did not stop on who I wanted to stop on, because I didn't want that. I wanted Siwoo Kim, but instead it is Matt Fitzpatrick to win. And Matt Fitzpatrick on my personal private website here, Johnny, is 16 to 1 to win.
Nope.
And finally, our final, we'll remove him from the board. We get down to, for our last top 10, it's either going to be Justin, Don't Call Me Axl Rose, Xander Cassandra Schauffele, or C Choo Choo Train Woo Woo Kim, or Hideki Matsuyama, Remember the Alamo. Here we go for our second top 10.
How does that have anything to do with the Alamo?
I mean, didn't the Japanese bomb the Alamo in 1941? How about
right at the St. Louis, right at the St. Louis Arch.
He bombed the St. Louis Arch in 1941?
Yep.
Siwoo Kim, Johnny, is my next top 10. His odds this week for top 10, plus 185.
Yeah, can't make any money this week. Neither of you guys are going to win, and no money made for you this week. But this is how you do make money. This is how you do make money.
You do it. You're on the wrong side. What are you doing over there?
Well, you keep messing up.
Let's get to your fine intro here for everybody. Tell us about your card, Johnny, and thanks for playing.
After a nice little winning week of plus $350 bills, not all ones, but they are $350 bills nonetheless, we are minus $1,075 for the year. I know that's not great, guys. Hang in there. We know that's not great. I'm going to tell you it's not great. I'm transparent. But 2 winning weeks in a row. We are 39, 18, and 8 in our matchups. No matchups last week, but we do have winners this week. As said, been on property all week. Love this golf course. Had a really good insight. When I'm on property, we make bread. And this is what we're doing. Sam Burns, 15 to 1 is your number 1 overall spot. Hey, love him. 15 to 1, Sam Burns. You can get him somewhere between 15, 18, 19, 20 to 1. No matter where you get him, just take him. He's going to listen. He's the guy that when you get in that spot so many times, as good as he is, he's going to come through. Love him. 15 to 1. We're gonna take the Hideki again, 23 to 1. The funny thing about Hideki, he walks in with an entourage. He has about 15 people that are around him all the time. 15 people. All the Japanese media, caddies, everyone's Japanese. Great. People don't realize Hideki Matsuyama is the number 1 recognized person in Japan. Do you know
he's
that?
a rock star over there.
rock star, unequivocal. But he rolls with an entourage. It is funny. It is cool. He's really accessible. And I listen. I love him in this spot. Everything fits for this golf course for him. 23-1. You want to talk about impressive? What I saw. This was the most impressive dude I've seen all week. Justin Thomas at 35-1. He is hitting it any way he wants to hit it. High, low. He's hitting what we call in golf. He's hitting windows, and these windows are in terms of trajectory. Man, I can't say anything else more about it. But 35-1, Justin Thomas, great value. I'm taking him all day long. And we're back at my man Dirt again, 40-1. Again, I love the way he's striping it this week. I think he's obviously with the length. If you look at these, I mean, don't you ever buzz me again, ever. Look at the 4 guys that we got picked here. All long hitters, high ball hitters, guys who are really good ball strikers. I'm telling you, Jake Knapp, watch out for him, Jake Knapp, this week. Unless his putter is just complete trash, I love him. I love the way he's hitting it. So, like we did last week, we're doing 2 top 10s. We're not doing top 20s. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I haven't seen this guy all week, so it's probably a pretty good deal that we do this. And if I haven't seen him all week, and if I put him on our card, I really like him. Patrick Cantlay at plus 240. He has to make a push to make the President's Cup. I think it's a golf course that I think that he likes. Who knows with him? But he needs to play well. His back is against the wall, and I think he's going to play well this week, plus 240. Ricky Fowler at plus 320. I don't know what else to say. Just take him. Playing well, creative, old school golf courses, what he likes to play. Really good putter. Look, when he won kind of a similar golf course to where he won in Detroit a couple years ago. Same type of deal. I love him plus 320. Justin Rose at plus 450. Here we go. We're going back down in our top 10s that are plus numbers and getting some really good value. One of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour, Justin Rose at plus 450. Love him in this spot. And again, when you watch this guy on the driving range, Sepp Straka, there's 3 or 4 guys on the driving range that it sounds different. He is one of them. I don't know what goes on between the ears. I don't know if his short game is just trash. Well, I do know it's not trash. It's average. But he hits it so well that plus 800 to finish in the top 10, I'm taking him all day long. Love Sepp Straka plus 800. Super, super value there. Probably my best bet of the week. Sepp Straka at plus 800 to finish in the top 10.
Wow. Most impressive. What are we doing here? What's happening with her? What'd you do? There we go.
You're the producer.
I got to produce. I got to board up. I got to write the jokes. I got to hit the buttons. I got to start the stream.
That's what a producer does. That's what a producer does, son. Right? Look up the word producer.
It's not what that means.
Okay.
That's what the hired help does.
Well, go back to your old job with Axl Rose and the drummer or the bass player for Wham or something. I don't know who he was with. Wham. I don't know.
Wham. With Andrew Ridgeley and George Michael.
And for you to even know that, that's trash.
Why? I love Wham.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah. Why would you not?
Awesome back in the day.
Why would you not like Wham?
I bought Wham's album, their first album, like in what was it, 84 or something. Yeah.
You're not surprising anybody there. Not surprising. Not.
Johnny, wake me up before you go.
Yeah, I'm about to wake you up in the morning when I'm driving to the golf course tomorrow to get some of these winners. That's what we're doing. We are all about.
You go visit the Arch, right? Before you go.
The only Arch I'm going is the Golden Arches, like you, because that McDonald's is making me hungry. No, I haven't had fast food, and I can't
get you one of these.
I won't do that.
Because you know what I got? I got 2 of them. Because my kid loves me. Just finished that during the break.
That's debatable.
Some of them love me. They don't know why, but that's just because they're supposed to.
Your odds are in favor of you. You have so many kids, and you're bound to have one of them love you.
Well, I needed to have so many, so the odds were better that one of them would take care of me when I was in my 50s and change my diaper for me.
That's out. You messed up too much. That's out the window.
Yeah, I still don't know what causes pregnancy. Clearly.
Yeah.
Somebody told me to put a TV in my room when I was younger, when I only had like one kid, and that clearly didn't help because all we did was watch inappropriate adult programming.
Yeah. Well, it's a good time to close the show out for that. Thank you.
We will be back, boys and girls. Johnny may have some matchups for you this weekend. He didn't have any last weekend, but if we do, you'll find him over at FanStream Sports. You'll find him on his Instagram feed, on both of our X feeds. Make sure you're following the show, by the way, at From the Rough PGA over on X. And there's also I don't think I promote this nearly enough. There is a From the Rough Facebook page that you can go find and follow. And we put all of our stuff up there, the odds, the articles, all of our Johnny's golf recaps and his previews and his player profiles that he does over there. All of that goes on our From the Rough Facebook page. So make sure you go like that, and you'll be notified when we put stuff up on it. That's one of the best ways to follow anything that we do. You can watch the show live over there on the Facebook From the Rough page. So you guys check that out. We'll be back on Monday to talk a little bit more about random golf stuff and the best roadside attractions that the United States had to offer in the 50s. You know, the biggest ball of yarn or the biggest rubber band ball, or, you know, the Cadillac Ranch up in the Panhandle in Texas. It's like Stonehenge, but they're Cadillacs that are sticking out of the ground. It's a lot of fun, man. These are great things that America needs to see. It's part of us. It's part of who we are, Johnny. I know you're not American, but it's part of who we are.
You're Canadian. What are you talking about?
Louisiana. What are you talking about, eh?
That's the same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, boys and girls, you guys enjoy your golf this week, and we'll see you on Monday, if not sooner. Until then, y'all keep hitting them straight.